You know that feeling? You're all set to make some amazing guacamole. You slice open the avocado and it's just pure disappointment. Well, today, we're going to crack the code. We're diving into the science to put an end to that frustration and show you how to get a perfect avocado every single time.
I mean, you know the paradox, right? You wait so patiently for days. You give it a little squeeze, it feels absolutely perfect, and then you cut it open, and it's a total disaster. That right there, that's the avocado paradox. And today, we're going to solve it.
Because really, there are two outcomes. There's the dream, creamy perfection, smooth, consistent, just delicious. But then there's the reality we face way too often, the uneven disaster. One part is a mushy mess, while the other side is still as hard as a rock. It's so frustrating.
Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty here. To really master the avocado, first we have to understand its secret code, the actual science behind how it softens up. And trust me, once you get this, everything else is going to make so much sense.
So player number one is something called ethylene gas. Just think of this as the ripening messenger. The avocado itself releases this gas to send a signal to all of its cells, basically shouting, "Hey, it's go time, let's start softening up." And once that message is received, the enzymes get to work. These are like the tiny softening workers inside the fruit. It's their job to actually break down the firm flesh and transform it into that creamy, buttery texture we're all aiming for.
And finally, we have the boss of the whole operation, temperature. This is the master control switch. It's what tells the ethylene messenger how fast to send its signal and how quickly the enzyme workers need to do their job. It can speed the whole thing up or slow it way, way down.
And it turns out that control is super specific. There's a real sweet spot, somewhere between 18 and 24 degrees Celsius, that's about 65 to 75 Fahrenheit, where you get that beautiful, even ripening. But if you go too cold, the enzymes get lazy and you get weird hard patches. Go too hot, and the outside turns to complete mush before the inside even knows what's happening.
So, let's imagine the scene. You have a rock-hard avocado, and you need it for guacamole tomorrow. What do? Well, let's jump into our first set of hacks to see how we can use this science to speed things up. You've probably heard of this one, and it's a classic for a reason. It totally works. Just grab a paper bag and give your avocado an ethylene buddy, a fruit that puts out a lot of that gas, like a banana or an apple. Roll the top of the bag closed, not too tight, and just keep an eye on it every day. So why does this work so well? Well, the bag traps all that extra ethylene gas from the buddy fruit, which creates this super concentrated cloud of the ripening messenger. It completely surrounds the avocado, telling all those little enzyme workers to start their job at the exact same time. That synchronization is everything. Now here's a really cool hack you might not know. It's great for kickstarting a really stubborn avocado. You just submerge it in a bowl of warm water, we're talking about 40 Celsius or 104 Fahrenheit, for just 10 minutes. Then take it out, dry it off really well, and just let it finish ripening on the counter. The key word here is gentle activation. You can think of this warm water as a little spa day for the avocado. It gently wakes up all the enzymes across the whole fruit all at once. This basically preps it to absorb its own ethylene signals way more evenly once you take it out. Okay, speed is great and all, but consistency, that's the real prize, right? We want to get rid of those mushy spots and heart patches for good. So now we're going to focus on hacks designed to get a perfect even ripen from top to bottom. This next one might sound way too simple, but believe me, it is a total game changer. All you have to do is remember to gently flip your avocado over each day so it's resting on a different side. That's it. And the science behind this is, well, it's just plain old gravity. See, ethylene gas is a little heavier than air, and moisture, of course, settles downwards. So if you just leave an avocado sitting in one spot, the bottom side gets a way stronger ripening signal and can get all soft and bruised. A daily rotation stops that from happening. Simple. Okay, for our next trick, we're going to add just one more little layer to our setup. Before you pop that avocado in the paper bag, especially if you're using the buddy trick, just wrap it loosely in a single paper towel first. The key here is all about preventing something called cellular stress. As an avocado ripens, it's actually breathing and losing a little bit of water. That paper towel acts as a perfect little buffer. It wicks away any extra moisture, but it also stops the skin from drying out too much. This keeps the cells inside happy and reduces the stress that causes those weird, hard spots. So you've done it. You have carefully coaxed your avocado to the very brink of perfection. But wait, the game's not over yet. This final phase is all about knowing exactly when to hit the pause button and, managing our expectations.
This right here, this is the pro tip that changes the entire avocado game. The second your avocado feels perfectly ripe to the touch, don't just leave it on the counter. Put it straight into the fridge. This one simple move is like a magic trick that can buy you 2, maybe even 3 extra days of perfection. And this brings us right back to temperature being the master control switch. The cold of the fridge doesn't stop those enzyme workers completely, but it slows them down a lot. It basically puts the entire ripening process into super slow motion, pausing it right at that perfect moment. And here's one final, really crucial piece of the puzzle. A study from UC Davis actually found that because of the way fat and water are naturally spread out inside a Hass avocado, getting 100% perfect, even texture is, well, it's basically impossible. So don't beat yourself up. The goal is to avoid disaster, not to achieve some kind of scientific miracle. Okay, so let's do a super quick recap of your new avocado toolkit. To speed things up, use a buddy fruit in a paper bag. Always try to keep it in that temperature sweet spot. Remember to flip it daily to fight gravity. Wrap it in a paper towel to balance the moisture, and the second it's perfect, move it to the fridge. With all this science on your side, the days of playing avocado roulette are officially over. The power to get creamy, delicious, and consistently great avocados is now in your hands. So, are you ready to ripen like a pro?